Can you total your truck by washing it? We're gonna dive into that. All right, today's adventures. We have two G55 AMGs. Unique problems call for unique solutions. Can you total a truck by washing it? Almost. Dealer says not fixable. We disagree. Here's what happened. The old ECU, water intrusion, corroded, all sorts of issues. This thing no longer communicates. It doesn't walk and talk the way it should. To simplify what this is and its importance, just to kind of break it down for you. If you think human anatomy, you have a brain, you've got a nervous system, you've got eyes, ears, and everything. The electronics for a vehicle works very similar. In other words, this component is largely the brain of a human. So imagine this is up here. The nervous system, which is all of this, the wiring, this is what you use to connect everything, your fingers, the way you feel, the way you look and smell. So what happened on this is water got between the connector and the harness and caused things to corrode, i.e. cancer. So that's where we mitigated that. We did a brain transplant essentially. So what we did is we were to extrapolate all the old data from the old ECU, the security data, the map files, everything, and input that data into another one and repair the nervous system. So the truck is now back online. Okay, so we've done the repair. We're gonna start up for the first time to see if this fix actually took hold. Winning. All right, that was a huge win. It worked first time, amazing. Love it when stuff comes together. Here's an in-depth look of what it looks like, kind of gritty mid-repair. So we still have to put everything back together. We've got the computer sitting in here. It's hanging right now. We need to tidy all that up. We've got the wires that are spliced in. We're gonna heat shrink that and make it look professional. But I wanted to give you an in-depth look of this is where everything sits. It's in a really tight position, but as you see, it's directly underneath the windshield frame. So our next task, now that we have the main hurdle out of the way and the truck is no longer destined for the junkyard, that's a terrible solution for these trucks. We're now gonna fix this so that it does not happen in the future and look at ways of mitigating this, because if it happened once, it's gonna happen again. So that's where we're gonna get in front of it, come up with solutions, so that if you call us and say, hey, help, my truck is not working right, or I've got this problem, we're gonna know how to get you back on the road quickly and efficiently and keep it out of the dealership. Now that we had our win, let's go look at another truck that we gotta get started with. You guys have maybe seen this video or seen this truck in other videos, the ultimate off-road build, truck on portals. You've seen this truck around. And we've got an issue with the central tire inflation system. As you see, it's fully deflated. Yes, it drove in like this and then it promptly went all the way down. By and large, the portal axles work great. There's nothing wrong with them. The compressors worked great. There's nothing wrong with them. We have two ARB twin compressors airing this thing up and down. Where the fault actually came into play was the lines running from the compressors to the splits to the boxes. Believe it or not, we had a line failure. Unheard of. Actually, we had quite a few. The owner of this truck was on his adventures up in Aspen and Vail this last weekend, and I think he said he had no less than a dozen trail repairs because the lines kept failing. Going through the specs, we actually got sent the wrong line from the manufacturer and it could not hold up to the heat and air. One of the key things we didn't realize on this is portal hubs, because it's a geared hub. You've got a lot of heat and friction, a lot going on each corner of the vehicle. It puts off a lot of heat. And when we have central tire inflation running through the center of it, that heat also goes through the air lines and through the rest of the system. So, it's not uncommon to see 100, 150 degrees at each corner going back through the lines. And overall, the lines got soft and they started rupturing. We had a few chafing issues also. So we have a better solution for this. We're gonna pull this in, get it started. We're gonna wash it first, of course, and we're gonna watch and make sure we don't have any water intrusion, much like our last truck. But unique problems call for unique solutions. We've got a good one for this one that's gonna make it much more robust, much more reliable, and most importantly, if something were to happen in the future, it's gonna be field serviceable with regular pieces and parts, so you're not gonna be stuck there and stranded. All right, if you've got a problem with your truck that seems terminal, before you take any drastic measures, this is where you wanna give us a call, shoot us an email. We'd be more than happy to discuss all the possible solutions for your truck. And let's face it, unorthodox problems call for unique solutions, and that's our specialty. Joe Gocher, Alliance Auto, nothing but G's. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.